Assalamu alaikum and welcome to another edition of the Sports World with me, Imrul Ghazi, and as ever we have a special show for you today. Today we're going to be talking all things charity football and in particular Amar Sylhet. It's our 4th year and I'm really excited to hopefully get the draw done at some point during the show. So before we get started, let me introduce you to a special, very special person who is very active within the football scene here and in East London. The gentleman to my right, I'm very pleased to introduce Brother Salahuddin. How are you? Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the show.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah khairan Rabbi for the invitation. Good to see you, inshallah.
Thank you for coming on. So listen, a brief intro to Salahuddin Bhai. For those that don't know, he's obviously a very active member of the football community here in East London. But more recently, he's set up his own little footballing experiment. It's an opportunity to play exhibition matches. It's something I'm very keen to learn a little bit more about. You are managing a team called Ilford Town.
That's correct.
Tell us a little bit more about that. And also I want to learn a little bit more about your involvement with Upazila football, because we know it's very, very hot topic at the moment. We've just had the preliminary rounds for the open age Upazila that took place last weekend in Dagenham over at the Bobby Moore Centre, where we had 15 teams participating and players coming from all across the UK to take part in the first ever Sunaliotit Upazila tournament, and I can only say it was a resounding success. I loved every minute of it. The atmosphere was brilliant. The place was absolutely buzzing, but more importantly, some really good talent on show, and we can talk about that as we go through the show. But like I said, let's learn a little bit more about Salahuddin, and particularly I'm curious to learn about Ilford Town and how and why that came about.
Alhamdulillah, Ilford Town obviously has been active for the past 2 years now, and the initiative that we started this process was between a couple of our friends that we used to play weekly football within our local community. And we thought, it would be a good challenge for the players that we had in our team to go and challenge ourselves and be competitive with other area like-minded teams within our community and give those boys a challenge. And this is something obviously I sort of put forward to a few of the brothers who were in charge of the weekly session. And they thought that was a very good idea. And with my obviously knowledge in terms of football and how things are run in the community, I took the challenge and set this up. And we initially had our first game against UDIA FC, which is a driving instructor football team, and we just wanted to start a game with the first challenge, and that didn't really go too well. We got a bit smashed up on that game, so I thought, hang on a minute, this doesn't look very right on our side. So we thought, let's look at the team and look at recruiting a few players to help the players that we've got in our weekly session and try and lift the players. And so I started recruiting some players within our community through my vets contacts and so on. And we added a bit more quality and some sort of structure within the team, and that paid dividends. So alhamdulillah, going forward, we started playing more teams within our area, and we became a bit of a strong force. And alhamdulillah, we started recently. I took a team, the Ilford Town team, to a charity tournament, which was hosted by House of Giving.
Okay.
And we raised a substantial amount of money. It was for a madrasa in Gambia,
okay.
and they needed substantial funds to renovate their madrasa, and we obviously came forward, and we thought with football we'll try and raise some money and a bit of awareness for our own Ilford Town team. Alhamdulillah, we managed to do that, and we got to the final. And we lost on penalty shootout, which was a shame. But
okay, not bad for your first tournament.
Yeah, it was our first tournament, and inshallah, going forward, we're hoping to do more tournaments and stuff. Alhamdulillah, we got a couple of sponsors on our kit as well.
Yeah.
We recently ordered some new jerseys and
Good.
trying to look the part now, hopefully.
That's
so going forward,
It's just the beginning of the journey, right?
Beginning
So
of the
this is
journey,
it.
but
So
yeah.
I love the fact that it's an exhibition team, and I love the fact that you get. Obviously, I follow you on your socials, and you always have new younger kids, a variety. Every time I see the team, there's someone new, which is nice. You like freshening it up.
That's right.
So it's a really good initiative, and good luck with it. I hope it all goes well.
Appreciate that.
And
Thank you.
yeah, I'll pop down some point to have a check out how you're
Yeah,
getting on.
definitely.
All right, guys. I tell you what. Let's talk a little bit about Amar Sylhet. Amar Sylhet football tournament started in 2022. The whole purpose behind it was to raise awareness, raise much needed funds for the flood victims of the Sylhet region in Bangladesh. And alhamdulillah, we had what was meant to be a one-off charity tournament. 4 years down the line, here we are, still going strong. Slight little hiccup this year, not anticipated. We've had this date booked for a long time now. 3rd of August, the venue hasn't changed. It's always been Frenford in Redbridge, and it still is. This year, due to the Amar Sylhet, the Sunaliot Upazala Open Age Tournament, which was meant to be over one weekend and the final being held at Mile End at a later date. Last minute, maybe a few weeks ago, they changed for whatever reason, and they had to play the semi-finals on a separate day. And that separate day has fallen on the day of our Amar Sylhet tournament, which will have an impact on the number of people who are coming to support and watch. Usually we get hundreds coming over to Frenford to support us through the day. So it will have an impact. So just to give you guys, those that are thinking about attending, just to kind of make you aware of what's going on. So from my perspective, nothing changes. The tournament still goes on. We still have 6 teams from London. We have 6 teams from outside of London. And I'm really excited about where we're going with this. So before we get started, I'll tell you what we're going to do. And we talk more about the Amar Sylhet tournament. Let's have a look at a short clip and let's see how last year, 2024 Amar Sylhet tournament went.
Following a successful tournament in 2022 and 2023, the Amar Sylhet football tournament was back on Sunday, the 1st of September at Frenford Club. In this year's tournament, 12 teams took part. Out of 12 teams, 5 teams came from outside London. Bengal Dragons from Wales, Team Swindon, MK Galactico from Milton Keynes, Bengal Spartans from Luton and Legacy of Birmingham. The players and managers from every club were delighted to see the high-quality, intense football played from group stages to the final.
Glad to see a couple of new teams. 3 teams joined this year, especially Luton, team from MK, also the brothers from Birmingham.
And Wales.
Yeah, Wales, the other team. So those are 3 teams. And really, yearly, that's the 3rd year. This year looks like again bigger and bigger.
Defending champion Mohamed Dan lost against Legacy Birmingham in the semi-final, who went to play Beaumont AFC in the final. In the final match, Legacy Birmingham scored the only goal by Halaluddin to lift this year's winning trophy.
It's been a great day. We came down to London to take the trophy back to Birmingham, and we've achieved our goal. Just want to thank Amar Sylhet, Imrul and his team for putting on such a great event, and yourselves for sponsoring the event. And inshallah, hopefully we'll be back next year to defend our title.
This is a charity vets football tournament, raising funds for Good Cause Charity, who will distribute food packs during the month of Ramadan 2025. Every club who took part raised money for Good Cause Charity. However, Shoreditch Football Club raised most fund. They have raised more than £750 from their club's members.
Alhamdulillah, it's such a nice way to sort of make it competitive, to see, because rather than everybody giving 160, and I'm sure if we all reach out a little bit with our friends and families, we can reach those targets, and it wasn't that difficult to reach 700, and we'll hit that £5,000 target quite easily if we all sort of take that approach.
This year's Amar Sylhet football tournament was sponsored by Kent Elite Sporting Society, SR Creative and Joshan of Y. They have promised to be part of this tournament in the future.
As far as I can see, this is a nice atmosphere to come in here and see all the people coming from everywhere from the UK and participating in this tournament. It's a really huge tournament. They organize every week. We were intent to participate this year, but we couldn't, unfortunately. But next year, inshallah, we'll try to participate here.
Winners and runners-up trophies were presented by Siam Rahman from SR Creative, Zahid Al-Sadi, Business Development Manager Roni Ahmed and Event Manager Abdul Jakaria from the Kent Elite Sporting Society.
Right, we're back. So hope you enjoyed that short clip. Gives you a little bit of flavour what Amar Sylhet is all about. But like I said, the main purpose of this tournament is to raise much needed funds for those that are in need of it the most in the Sylhet region in Bangladesh. And last year, alhamdulillah, was again another successful event. We have 12 teams, and last year's winners, it was nice to have a new holder, a new winner coming from Birmingham outside of London, because Mohammedan Sporting Club were going for their hat-trick last year. These are the guys, the Mohammedan vets are probably one of the most strongest, if not the strongest veterans Bangladeshi football team in the UK right now. This season in particular, already they have won 2 big tournaments. They've won the Freedom Cup and they've won the Masters. So they're looking to make this a hat-trick of tournaments. And I know someone to my right here who's with us now, Salahuddin Bhai, who actually has a very strong affiliation, am I right in saying?
I'm a big fan, let's just put it that way.
To Mohammedan Sporting Club. But I just quickly need to mention a massive well done to Birmingham Legacy last year. Their first time entering the tournament, and they did say to me before they entered, they're coming here to win it, and rightly so, they did as well. They beat our other newcomers last year, Beaumont, who were also very, very strong in the final. But I think you probably know a few of the Birmingham Legacy boys. I'm sure you've played with them at some point. But in terms of, let's talk about Mohammedan Sporting Club, as we do every year, because they're going for their 3rd Amar Sylhet tournament win. They're always strong. Every half-decent footballer in Tower Hamlets aspires to play or be part of Mohammedan Sporting Club. But tell us a bit about your knowledge of Mohammedan and where they sit.
Well, what can I say about Mohammedan Sporting Club? They've been, like you said, they've been around for a long period of time. The unity within the squad, and is so good to see. The brotherhood, the team bond, the sessions. I've been to quite a few games and finals that they've played, and I've been a big fan of them. The style of football they play, the couple of their players, as we all know, Shaks, Sadiq, they seem to have a really good understanding between the two. And yes, they won it 2 years, and they were just missed out on the 3rd title. And but the two tournaments they won, Freedom Cup and the Masters, shows that they've got this really strong bond within the camp, and that's really hard to see in other teams, I feel. I've obviously appreciated how the management has structured this team together, and they look like the team to beat, really, I would say.
As always. Okay, guys, this year, obviously, 2025, we have 12 teams. We have 4 new teams with us this year as well. As we do every year, we always try to refresh the group, as I like to say. A big shout out to this year's new team, Elite Oldham, who are travelling all the way from the north, and they are coming to win this trophy. They've said it. They called this when they called me. When was it? I think it was about 2 months back, and he said he wants to come. And Elite mentioned they're coming to beat Mohammedan. That's their objective. I did mention on, I think, a bit of a trailer that we did previously that there's a bit of beef between these two. I think the score is 1-1 in terms of aggregate. I think Elite Oldham beat them in Oldham in a tournament in the semi-final, and I think in Milton Keynes, Elite came and weren't able to reach the final. So I think we're looking at a big grudge match here, and Elite, like I said, are outside bets for this tournament. The other teams, as usual, a massive thank you to Rahat and East End Legends. We've got Legacy Birmingham coming to hold and protect that trophy of theirs, and they're pretty confident. Mohammedan Sporting Club, we all know, going for their 3rd title. Brick Lane, brand new team, and one that is a familiar name to those in East London. Bromley by Bow have played in this a couple of times before, weren't able to attend last year. Brighton, Rosed, love that name, by the way, their first year in the Amar Sylhet tournament, and Shuel, looking forward to inviting you and seeing you on the 3rd of August. Swindon, this is their 4th year as well. Helalbai and Dulal from Swindon, thank you. Much appreciation towards you guys for making the effort to join us every year, and always very, very strong. I think they've had 2 semi-finals, so they'll be one to watch as well. Shadwell FC, again, their 4th year as well in the tournament. GFC, a new team, Habib and his boys will be joining us, and for the 2nd time we've got Shiblu and the Luton boys called. So that's Bengal Spartans from Luton will be joining. So that makes up the 12 teams, and a very special mention to the final team, Joy Bangla, who have kind of come in at last minute as Shoreditch had to drop out. So Joy Bangla and Nasir in particular and Yaqub, massive thank you guys for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you on the 3rd of August. And I know Nasir is looking serious, and he also is looking to come and take the title away from his neighbours, Birmingham Legacy. So lots to look forward to. We're going to do the draw in the second segment, but before we go on to talk about the teams that are representing this year, let's have a little bit of a chat, and also more importantly a look at where the money that we raise from this tournament, where it actually goes. As you guys know, and I've mentioned, this money is much needed. Every penny that the players contribute, we like to give 100% of that to the people that need it most in the Sylhet region of Bangladesh. And every year we go out, the charity that we work with called Good Cause Charity, they go out during Ramadan and they give out food packs. It was no different last year. We're going to take a moment to watch a few clips of where your money from last year was distributed.
লন্ডনের চেইটি সংস্থা গুড কজের উদ্যোগে গত 26শে মার্চ 2025 বুধবার সিলেটের বালাগঞ্জ উপজেলার আজিজপুর উত্তর, আজিজপুর দক্ষিণ এবং দুহালিয়া গ্রামের দরিদ্র, দুস্থ, এতিম, প্রতিবন্ধী, বিধবা ও অসহায়দের মধ্যে 51টি ফুডপ্যাক বিতরণ করা হয়েছে। 8 কেজি চাল, 3 কেজি আলু, 3 কেজি পেঁয়াজ, 2 লিটার তেল, 2 কেজি ডাল সহ ফুডপ্যাক হাতে পেয়ে অসহায় দরিদ্র মানুষ খুশি হয়ে গুড কজের প্রতি কৃতজ্ঞতা প্রকাশ করেন। উল্লেখ্য, লন্ডনের চেরিটি সংস্থা গুড কজ গত কয়েক বছর যাবৎ প্রবাসী দানশীল ব্যক্তিদের সহায়তায় সিলেটের বিভিন্ন অঞ্চলে টিউবওয়েল ও ডিপ টিউবওয়েল বিতরণ সহ বন্যার মতো প্রাকৃতিক দুর্যোগে গরিব অসহায় মানুষের ক্ষতিগ্রস্ত ঘরবাড়ি নির্মাণ এবং প্রত্যেক রমজান মাসে অসহায় ও দুস্থদের মাঝে খাদ্য সামগ্রী বিতরণ করে আসছে।
ইংল্যান্ডের চ্যারিটি সংস্থা গুড কজের উদ্যোগে বানিয়াচং উপজেলার 5 নং দৌলতপুর ইউনিয়নের নোয়াগাঁও গ্রামে অসহায় দুস্থ পরিবারের মধ্যে ফুডপ্যাক বিতরণ করা হয়েছে। গত 23শে মার্চ নোয়াগাঁও দারুল কুরআন বালিকা মাদ্রাসা প্রাঙ্গণে এলাকার 100 অসহায় পরিবারের হাতে এই ফুডপ্যাক তুলে দেন নোয়াগাঁও জামে মসজিদের ইমাম মাওলানা গোলাম মুস্তফা। 10 কেজি চাউল, 5 কেজি পেঁয়াজ, 5 কেজি আলু, তেল সহ নানা খাদ্য সামগ্রীর এই ফুডপ্যাক হাতে পেয়ে অসহায় দরিদ্ররা খুশি হয়ে গুড কজের প্রতি কৃতজ্ঞতা প্রকাশ করেন। উল্লেখ্য, লন্ডনের চ্যারিটি সংস্থা গুড কজ গত কয়েক বছর ধরে প্রবাসী দানশীল ব্যক্তিদের সহযোগিতায় বাংলাদেশের প্রত্যন্ত অঞ্চলে অসহায় দরিদ্রদের মধ্যে ত্রাণ সামগ্রী বিতরণ করে আসছে।
And there you have it. That's where your money goes. Much needed support. And all I'm going to say to you guys, the value of the money that we and you raise for Amar Sylhet, I can't emphasize how much that means to these people. These people are the most needy of individuals, children, women, grandparents. They go starving through the year. The smiles on their faces, you see it in the videos, you've seen it on the videos. They wait all year round for these moments. The food package that they receive during Ramadan is the dua that you will be receiving. When they receive this, I can't tell you what that means to them and how much your money, your contribution goes to making these individuals smile and filling their bellies, and for them to be able to get through Ramadan as comfortably as we possibly can allow them to. So I'm just going to kind of obviously Salahuddin, by you're someone who's been involved. You do a lot of work for charity in the background, and you know the value. From an Islamic perspective, how important is charity?
Well, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Charity is really important within our religion, and it teaches us very, very important guidelines and stuff for us to donate generously. Even if it's a small amount, we have to donate for the sake of Allah. And Amar Sylhet, has set a really, really good initiative in raising these awarenesses and raising much donations for our brothers and sisters in Sylhet. And this is one of the things that attracted me for this tournament, over the years, how, people have come forward and raised much donations and helped our brothers and sisters, especially what you've mentioned about the Ramadan packs and stuff that have been sent to the most needed parts of Bangladesh. And any sort of charity that people come forward to and donate is so important in our religion, and it teaches us very important things. Sadaqah does not decrease wealth. We should donate openly and generously. There's so much hadith that we all know, and I emphasize this. It's so important that people should, always come forward when someone is asking for donations, even if it's a small amount. To be part of this is so important, and I feel strongly, and I don't want to really go too much into that, but I would say, brothers and sisters, whether it's football or any sort of charities, people donate. We should come forward and help those people who are involved in these initiatives.
I can only echo what Salahuddin Bhai has just said. So, guys, last year's money was distributed across 5 areas in the Sylhet region. £20 gives you 1 food pack. £20 gives you 1 food pack. The number and the link for the Just Giving and the Good Cause charity who distribute the food packs to those that are in need of your support, of our support, can be seen at the bottom of the screen. Please, guys, as Salahuddin Bhai says, wherever you give, any little contribution will go a long way. Last year we have a little competition within ourselves, within the 12 teams. Last year, very proud to say, Shoreditch and Cobbs in particular, Kabir Chowdhury, did some amazing work in the background with his friends and family, and Shoreditch raised over £700 alone themselves. So a massive heartfelt thank you to everybody at Shoreditch Football Club and the lads and your families and your friends who contributed to this charity and this cause. And like I said, Salahuddin Bhai said, Sadaqah Jariyah. This is what it counts. After we leave this dunya, this is the things that we're going to leave behind, right?
That's correct.
These actions are going to be the seeds that we sow for hereafter. So, guys, everybody get involved in this, and I think it's really, really important. Once the players receive the link, share it with friends, share it with family. Let's try to raise and outdo what we did last year. And that's the main thing. I think from my point of view, when I see these videos and I watch the smile on the children's faces, I see the elderly women and the elderly men who are receiving these food packs and they're walking away with a smile on their face. That for me is what this tournament is all about. There's a reason why we are still doing this 4 years down the line. This was supposed to be a one-off tournament. It's now turned out to be one of the most anticipated football tournaments in the footballing calendar. So inshallah, long may this continue. Without your support, none of this happens. So please, when you get that link, share it with your friends, share it with family, and please donate as generously as you can. All right, talking about generosity, nice little move on to the next topic, the sponsors. We don't do these tournaments without sponsors. These things, like I said, I like myself and Mithbah, when we're raising money for this, and when we think about Amar Sylhet, we want to get the costs covered as much as we can, because we want the players and the team's contributions to go towards those that are needing it most in the Sylhet area. So I just want to give a big shout out to our sponsors. And again, it's not about how much or what, this the fact that they've contributed towards this good cause. The first we've had 5 potential sponsors and who will be contributing towards this. Car Planet in North London, thank you very much. Really, really appreciate your support. And as once again, following on from last year's success, and they saw the value of the tournament, Kent Elite Sporting Society and SR Creative. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys coming on board and joining us once again. NCL Tours, who are a worldwide tour organization. They do things from Umrah to everything from across the globe, and just holiday packages based in London as well. They're very kindly contributing towards this as well. And we have WC Lawyers, who are based in London as well. And finally, not forgetting my very own Deshi Golf. It's not much, but we've contributed a little bit to help towards the costs of this tournament. So thank you very much. Let's quickly we're gonna go over to a little short clip on a couple of the sponsors. The first one being Kent Elite Sporting Society. Let's show you a little bit about what them and SR Creative are all about.
Assalamu alaikum and hello everyone. My name is Saim Rahman, the founder and CEO of Kent Elite Sporting Society and SR Creative Hub. I'm excited to share something very special with you all, the Amar Sylhet Football Tournament 2025. This amazing event is proudly supported by KES and SR Creative Hub. And every single penny we raise will go directly to the help to the less fortunate people of Bangladesh. We need your support. We need your help. So come and join us on Sunday, the 3rd of August at Friendfood Club to watch the thrilling tournament. Bring your family and friends. Together we can make a difference. We have food packs available just for £20, and every purchase you make helps our cause. The donation link will be below at the bottom of this screen. So please give as much as you can and be part of this great cause. Let's come together, enjoy the day together and change lives. Inshallah, I'll see you all there. Assalamu alaikum.
3rd of August, ফ্র্যানফোর্ড স্টেডিয়াম, রেড ব্রিজে আয়োজন করা হচ্ছে আমার সিলেট ফুটবল টুর্নামেন্ট, যেখানে আসবে সারা ইংল্যান্ড থেকে 12টা টিম, এবং আমরা সবাই মিলে ফান্ড রেজ করব যাতে আমরা সিলেটে শত শত মানুষকে ফ্রি ফুড দিতে পারি রমজানের সময়। গরিব মানুষের মুখে হাসি ফোটাতে চলুন সবাই একসাথে কন্ট্রিবিউট করি। আসুন 3rd of August, ফ্র্যানফোর্ড স্টেডিয়াম, রেড ব্রিজে। থ্যাংক ইউ।
And there you have it. Without these sponsors, events like this don't happen. So listen, guys, thank you very much. Once again, Deshi Golf, Car Planet from North London, Kent Elite Sporting Society, SR Creative, NCL Tours, and WPC Lawyers. Thank you so much for your support, guys, and your generosity. We look forward to seeing you hopefully on the 3rd of August, where we can hopefully get to meet and have a chat and show you around Friendford and also introduce you to the teams. Right, guys, we're nearly here. When we come back in the second segment, it's what you guys have been waiting for. The draw for Amar Sylhet 2025. 12 teams will be participating. Elite Oldham, East End Legends, Legacy Birmingham, Joy Bangla from Birmingham, Brick Lane Vets, Bromley by Bow, Brighton Rosed, Swindon Vets, Shadwell FC, GFC, and finally Bengal Spartans of Luton. 12 very competitive teams. Who's going to play who? 2 groups of 6. Top 4 go through the quarterfinals, semi-finals, and then we will play for the champions. Last year's winners were Birmingham Legacy. Our Mohammedan Sporting Club going to take their 3rd. Our Elite from Oldham come and dethrone Birmingham Legacy. Or are we going to see someone from one of the other groups, someone come from left side, a totally unexpected winner? Well, do you know what? We're going to find out on the 3rd of August. But before we do that, we've got to do the draw. Just bear with me. When we come back, we're going to do the actual draw. And that's what you've been waiting for. See you in 2 minutes. Assalamu alaikum and welcome back. Right, it's the moment you've been waiting for. Amar Sylhet 2025, the live draw. This is what it's all about. Guys, I'm going to run you through the format. 12 teams, 2 groups of 6, Group A and Group B. Teams, once again, we have 6 teams from London, 6 teams from outside of London. So what we're going to try to do to avoid accidentally or just getting 6 teams of London, because we don't want to do that because they play each other all the time, and 6 teams from the north, we're going to try to mix it out. So we're going to have a pot of 6 from outside of London, a pot of 6 from London, and we're just going to draw 1 at a time, so making sure we get 3 of each in each group. Okay, just to remind you the names of the teams, and these are the numbers as they come out. So number 1, Elite Oldham. Number 2, East End Legends from London. Legacy Birmingham is number 3. Joy Bangla is number 4. Mohammedan Sporting Club is number 5. Brick Lane Vets from London is number 6. Bromley by Bow from London, number 7. Brighton Vets Rosed, better known as, is number 8. Swindon Vets will be number 9. Shadwell FC will be number 10. GFC will be number 11. And finally, number 12, the boys from Luton, Bengal Spartans FC. So there you go. They're the 12 teams. And inshallah, what we're going to do, like I said, 2 groups of 6. The format is very, very simple. Everyone plays each other. There'll be 2 pitches on the day. Top 4 from each will go through to the quarterfinals, where we will go into 2 halves. And then we have the semi-finals and the finals, obviously. And really, really excited. So let's see how that goes. So as I said, we're going to try to make it as fair as possible. We have a pot of teams from outside of London in here, which I'm going to shake about. But we're going to start with the London team. So Salahuddin Bhai, I'm going to shake this up a little bit. If I can ask you just to show the ball to the screen. So the first team from London in Group A will be?
Number 7.
Number 7 is Bromley by Bow. Okay, now I'm going to try to pull out a team from... Do you know what? I'm going to let you do it all. It makes sense, doesn't it? So there we go. So we're going to start with the second team from group. So you can't see anything. We'll mix it all up. There we go. Second team. This is from outside of London to go into Group A.
Number 8.
Number 8 is Brighton. Okay, so that is Shahin and his boys. Their first time taking part in Amar Sylhet. Okay, so the third team from London is number
2.
Number 2. This is Rahat's East End, and they've now their 4th year on the trot to be playing in Amar Sylhet. Hopefully, I think they're going to be really strong this year. Right, so now we're going to go to outside of London once again. The 4th team from the pot is...
Number 1.
Number 1, ooh, hang on. You got the boys from Oldham, Elite. They're coming here to win. And there you have that. Right, we're going to go to London again. I'll mix it up a little bit. There you go. The 5th team in Group A.
Number 10.
Number 10 is Shadwell. And I know you have an affiliation to Shadwell, right? You play for these guys, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Shadwell, okay, that's brilliant. And now the 6th team, mix it up a little bit. From outside of London, we have?
Number 12.
Number 12 is Bengal Spartans from Luton. Bengal Spartans played in our tournament for the first time last year. This is Shiblu's team. Found it a bit tough last year. Hopefully they learn a little bit more. They see how difficult this grouping is. So that concludes Group A. So in Group A, we have Bromley by Bow, Brighton and Rosed, East End Legends. We got Elite Oldham, Shadwell Vets and Bengal Spartans from Luton. So that concludes Group A. Let's move on to Group B. First team from London in Group B is?
Number 5.
Number 5, and that's the 2-time winners, Mohammedan Sporting Club. Okay?
Yay.
That's your boys. So we're going to go second team from outside of London in Group B.
Number 9.
Number 9 is Swindon. Okay, Swindon are 2-time semi-finalists and always very, very strong. London, here we go. What number do we have?
Number 11.
Number 11 is GFC, new team. This is Habib's team. They're now part of the ILFL Vets League, so I'm assuming they will be very, very strong. They've been playing together for the last 6 months or so. So I'm expecting good things from you, Habib.
And they'll play number 4.
Number 4 is Joy Bangla, our newest recruit. Last minute came in, and much appreciation to Nasir and Yaqub from Rising Stars for putting this team in. And again, they're looking to be very, very competitive. Last team from London in Group B.
It's number 6.
Number 6 is Brick Lane. Hang on, we have a bit of a derby here. This is Moss's team. Mushtaq's is now the manager of the Brick Lane FC Vets team, and those who are familiar with the Open Age will know Mushtaq as well. So I'm guessing they'll be very strong. There's a bit of internal rivalry. GFC current managers are also managing the current Open Age team in the Summer League, so that'll be interesting. Right, and the last team from the Open leaves one name Let's see who this is.
And it's number 3.
Number 3 is the holders, Legacy Birmingham, and we all know what they are. A very, very strong team. They came here last year. Had Saiful, you got Kalam, you had Helal, some very, very experienced players. Our very own Yaqub, who this year potentially could be playing for someone else, but they are very, very. Habib Bai is also there. Experienced, recognized vets faces from Legacy Birmingham who are well known across the vet scene. So that's it. That concludes the draw. Let me remind you of the teams that we have. In Group A, Bromley Bible, Brighton Rosed, East End Legends, Elite Oldham, Shadwell FC Vets, and finally Bengal Spartans from Luton. That concludes Group A. In Group B, we have Mohammedan Sporting Club, 2-time holders. We have Swindon Vets, who have been to the semi-finals twice, very, very narrowly missing out on finals. I remember one year on penalties. GFC, newcomers to the Amar Sylhet 2025 tournament, led up by Habib. Joy Bangla, like I mentioned, Nasir and Yaqub will be taking the lead from Birmingham. So again, looking to dethrone their very close friends and rivals, I'm assuming, in Legacy Birmingham. Brick Lane make up the 5th team. We know what Moss is about, another new vets team to the scene. And finally, holders from 2024, Legacy Birmingham, and we've talked about them. So that concludes the 2 groups. Right, I guess that leaves you to tell us a little bit more about what we can expect from this tournament. So you know Shadwell, right? So they've been, this is their 4th year in the tournament.
Yeah.
You've played a little bit for Shadwell as well. Helal Bai is in charge of this team. I know he's going to probably have his attention with the Upizala, with the Sylhet Shodor team. So, but in terms of Group A, you've got Bromley Bible, Brighton, East End Legends, Elite from Oldham, Shadwell, Bengal, and Bengal Spartans from Luton. I'm not going to put you on the spot because you probably just don't know. You don't know much about the ones from outside. But Shadwell, Bromley Bible, you know pretty well. What can teams expect from them 2 teams?
Well, the thing is, both Bromley Bible and Shadwell are very strong teams, as we know from their history, and they again very experienced players within the camp for both teams. And I think it's going to be a very, very good group. Yes, the teams that are coming from outside, I'm sure they're also strong, and I think it's a good mixture of teams in that group. One to look out for, I would say Bromley Bible, due to their experience within the camp. And
just a few names I know that will be participating. You got the likes of Dipon, who's obviously a Derai player, has been part of Bromley since he was a kid. You've got Sadiq, who's part of the Bishnat setup, and then you've got the manager from X-Man. I don't know if he still is the manager this year for the Vets, but Hanif from Satoh, who's the manager, but also a very good player in his own right.
And
so
Amin
will be their goalkeeper. So one of the best vets, one of the best goalkeepers on the scene.
I think so,
along with Helal Bai and Humayun from Jagannathpur.
That's right.
So you know, if when we talk about experienced goalkeepers, you've got Helal Bai still up there.
That's right.
As old as he is,
Definitely.
still a legend, still playing, still one of the best goalkeepers out there. You've got Amin.
Habib Bai from Shadwell as well.
Yeah,
Habib
so
Bai.
there's a lot of experience.
There's a very experienced players in there.
But again, I think the Amar Sylhet, the Upazala will have an impact because obviously Shadwell will lose a couple of players.
Oh yes, yeah.
They're going to lose Helal Bai. They're going to lose Habib Bai.
Yeah.
You know, the likes of Bromley Bible. Oh, again, Bromley Bible are losing a goalkeeper. Amin will probably be busy with Gulab Gonj.
Yes.
So it'll be interesting to see how teams replace these players. So
right.
I guess right now, in what I'm seeing, is there's probably it makes outside teams coming from outside a little bit more of a favourite.
Give them a bit of a chance.
Am I right in saying that?
I would say that. Yeah. I mean, as a tournament, it's anybody's game really. It's who comes with the plan, with the more passion, commitment, and the desire really. And it's that again we go back to that unity within the camp. Everybody playing for each other, helping each other. So it's it can go in anyone's direction really.
Okay, yeah. I'm really interested to see how Elite. I know Elite and Mohammed have managed to avoid each other, which means potentially they could meet each other in the knockout stages. But the only way these two can potentially meet each other in the final is if they both guaranteed to play, if they both win the groups, right? So there's no reason why they shouldn't. And I know Joy, looking at the from my own perspective, if I'm looking at this, I think the Upazala will have a big impact in this. Bromley by Bow not having Amin in the goal makes things a little bit easier for the opposition. Brighton, I know, will be coming. Although they're new, they'll be pretty confident. Swindon, who are in Group B. We'll talk about Group B in a bit. But for me, what I can see here is going to be, again, I'm there to be proven wrong. I would say Elite and Bengal Spartans from Luton are the two teams that are the ones to watch in this group. I know you don't know much about Luton and probably Elite, but in my opinion, based on what's going on the day and other tournaments, which I think will have an impact on the two of the other teams in particular. So it'll be interesting to see. And which will, if there is a team from London that I think that surprised people from this group, personally, I think it's Rahad's group, Rahad's team, East End Legends. I think they'll be pretty strong now there, especially with the other teams becoming a little bit kind of weaker. So that's Group A. Group B, we've got Mohammedan Sporting Club, two-time holders, Swindon, two-time semi-finalists. We've got GFC, new, Joy Bangla, who are new from Birmingham, Brick Lane, who are new, and we have the holders. So we've got two of the winners in the last previous, so two-time winners and the holders, MSC and Legacy. We've talked about MSC. We expect them to be strong. Regardless of which team turns up, they are going to be impacted with the tournament that's going on with Sonali and the Upazila Open Age tournament. That's going to be impacted, unfortunately, for Mohammedan, but I'm sure they can bring in other players. They're that confident. Swindon, you don't know much about. For those who are, I know a lot of the boys from Swindon. They're part of my Upazila, Hilal, Dulal and the guys, and Ash. They are from Nobigunj. I know they're pretty strong. They've got a really, really good, solid new kind of vets who are 35 to 37. So they'll be very, very strong. GFC, again, another team. They're currently playing in the league. I don't know what you know about Habib's team, GFC. They're in Division 4, I think.
They're Division 4?
Division 4 of the ILFL.
Okay.
So they've been playing together for a good 6 months now, so they know each other. So they'll be hoping that they can hopefully get good results. Joy Bangla from Birmingham, again, Rising Stars. They'll have a few. They're playing in a league, so they know each other. Yeah. So I'm guessing they'll be strong. Brick Lane, a team that you can tell us a little bit more about. So you know the likes of Mushtaq and you know that guys.
Again, Brick Lane is a very strong team. I mean, that group itself, I would say, is a very, very strong competitive group here. And it could be anybody going through. We talk about Mohammedan Sporting Club, 2 times holders, but I can't. Last year's champions, Legacy Birmingham, they're very strong. Swindon was semi-finalists twice, so looking at that, looks like the group of. I'm not taking anything, but looks like
I would have to agree. I think if there's a group where I'm not sure what's going to go on, I think this group in particular. Whoever finishes bottom 2 in this is really unfortunate. I think that's the reality, because I think there's 6 very good teams in that group.
That's right.
The games are going to be very, very competitive, which is interesting, because then I think the teams that go through to the quarterfinals are going to have to face one of these. So there's definitely not going to be an easy game for any one of the Group A games when they qualify. For the next round. So it'll be interesting to go. All right, so there you go. That gives us a bit of insight into the teams. Good luck to every team that is participating. I know you don't know much about that, but if you have to call it, I know you're going to go with, but is there a team that you think is going to walk away with this tournament?
I'm going to have to be on the fence on this one.
Oh, really?
Just in case anyone sort of says,
go on. You can't be on the fence. Decide, tell me.
Do you know what? It's going to be very tough, but...
Two teams.
Two teams that, looking at Group B, it seems obviously a very, very strong team. Now, Birmingham Legacy, as the holders, they will obviously be fired up. You mentioned about, GFC vets who are playing the 4th division. They look like a real...
anybody who plays together has got a chance, right?
They got a chance. So I think at the moment, Emre, I really don't know, but it looks like it's going to be a very, very interesting tournament this time around.
He's dodged a bullet, but I'm not going to let him go. I'm not going to let him go. Call it. I need one. Look, you said the winners are going to come from the Group B, right?
Yeah. Well, my heart's with Mohammedan Sporting Club. So
that will do me.
I'm not going to say anything.
He said it. You have said it. He said Mohammedan Sporting Club are taking this, boys.
But,
Joy Bangla, Legacy Birmingham, Swindon, Luton, all the teams from outside, Brighton. You boys, this is your opportunity to prove these Southerners wrong. This is your chance to come here, like last year, and take the London trophy from under their noses. Can you take it outside of the M25? For me personally, I think it's going to be a good opportunity this year. I think the London teams are going to be affected by what's going on with the Upazila. For anybody that is twiddling their thumbs and looking in the Redbridge area and they're not associated to any of the 4 Upazilas that are playing over at Myland and are looking for something to do, get yourself over to Frenford. It all kicks off at 2 o'clock And like I say, more details to follow in terms of timings. We're probably looking at about, I will hope that we can get anywhere from 12 to 15 minutes during the group stages straight. In the knockout stages, we will probably have the quarterfinals will probably play 10 minutes each way, followed by the semi-finals, which will hopefully give you a little bit longer. So it's going to be a really competitive day. Salahuddin Bhai, I know your heart's going to be at Mile End and you're going to physically be at Mile End on that day. But if Sylhet Shodor don't get to the final, where are you going to be on Sunday?
Brentford.
Hopefully,
I'll be running back.
So, listen, I'm asking you. I know your heart's with Sylhet Shodor on Sunday. But if that doesn't go to plan, and then obviously I'm assuming I'd hope that you'd make your way to Brentford and you can support Amar Sylhet, and we can go there. Yeah. So, guys, loads going on Sunday. You've now, I think I'll come back to you, Salahuddin, but in terms of tournament football, right? You just had one over the weekend.
Yeah.
What do you need? What does a manager need? What does a squad need to get through the day if you're going to win it in a one-day tournament?
Well, the first question is obviously everyone needs to be on board with the manager. His decisions, his team selections, it starts from the manager, as everyone says. It does, because he's got a big responsibility to making sure whatever team he puts out, everybody buys into it. Formation, tactics, whatever it may be, that's the key to winning any tournament. And some players you would think, I could have played or whatever, but this is where you need everybody to be within the camp, staying together and making sure we all progress. And obviously, being part of Sylhet Shodor, the team, from Shahid managing the team, and from all the kit manager to people bringing in the water bottles to the first aiders, we can see it's a big family, and everybody's doing something. And we've got people like Jabad Bhai, Helal Bhai, all these people behind the scenes doing their things for making sure people like myself are comfortable in managing the team and the players, and that's what we need. So we're all working together, and when you have that in your camp, then it makes everyone's life easy, and we can try and do what you need to do on the pitch. Of course, results can depend on certain things, how the game goes, but that's out of your control. What you can do is within your control is keep players calm, make them focus, keep them, just all these things are so important in making sure the tournament flows quite well. So yeah.
Perfect. A great answer. So there you go, guys. It's listen to your manager. That's the word of advice from the assistant manager over at Sylhet Shodor, but more importantly, Ilford Town as well. So listen, all the best with your project.
Thanks very much.
And the initiative over at Ilford Town. I'm looking forward to coming down and watching the kids play. I'm liking the fact that you're getting youngsters playing as well, which is really, really important.
Yeah.
So there you go, guys. We're out of time. You know the groups now. Just a quick reminder. Group A, Amar Sylhet 2025. In Group A, we have Bromley by Bow, Brighton, Rosed, Eastland, London Legends, Elite Oldham, Shadwell, Vets, and Bengal Spartans from Luton. In Group B, we have two-time holders, Mohammedan Sporting Club, Swindon Vets, two-time semi-finalists, GFC newcomers, Joy Bangla newcomers from Birmingham, Brick Lane Vets from London, and current holders, finally, in Group B, Legacy Birmingham. Guys, that concludes our draw. And once again, I appreciate your time. But remember, most importantly, this is a charity event. Every penny we raise, every penny that you give goes to those who are in much need of support in the Sylhet region of Bangladesh. £20 gets you a food pack. £20 feeds a family during the month of Ramadan. We all spend a lot of money. £20 is usually what is these days. You go out on an evening, a meal and a drink is £20. Guys, you're feeding a whole family during the month of Ramadan. Imagine the sawab that you are getting from doing this act. Don't stop. Don't hesitate to share this link. It's available, bottom of the screen. Guys, get yourself involved. Share with families, share with friends. But more importantly, if you're in and around the Redbridge area on the 3rd of August from 2 p.m, get across to Brentford Football Club. Everything's on the 3G. This year we also have a food stall. They'll be selling waffles, they'll be selling biryanis, samosas, mojitos. We'll have Gurorsa. What more do you want? It's going to be amazing. The event is from 2 o'clock to 9 p.m. Join us. Let's have a brilliant day. Good luck to all the teams that are participating, whether you're from London, whether you're from outside of London. I can't wait to meet you all and greet you all. Only a few days left. Until then, take care, stay fit, stay hydrated, and good luck to all the teams that are participating. Don't forget, donate, donate, donate. The Good Cause charity goes out 2026 during Ramadan to give your money, your food bags that you have donated to those much needed individuals and families in the Sylhet region of Bangladesh. Right, guys, that concludes the show. Thank you for watching. Until next time. But before I leave, I just want to say a massive thank you to our sponsors. We have SR Creative, KES Sports Society from Kent. We have WPC Lawyers. We've got NCL World Tours, Car Planet, and obviously Deshi Golf. So, guys, without you, this would not happen. Until next time, take care and assalamu alaikum.